My name is Lynch. I am a student of the University of the West Indies Open Campus. I am currently enrolled in the Curriculum Development and Assessment in Early Childhood course. This evening I will be presenting to you on learning centers in the early childhood classroom. It has been my observation that learning centers at the school are being underutilized. An early childhood classroom should seek to provide an environment that is conducive for learning. Therefore, I have arranged this presentation to raise awareness on the importance of learning centers and to give teachers the strategies and ideas necessary to maintain learning centers appropriate to the age group, space, and theme. We will examine two learning centers in particular, the Dramatic Play Center and the Music and Movement Center. Play is an important aspect of a child's life. It's how children learn about their environments, bodies, objects, and maintain relationships. Through play, children learn how to gain mastery over their bodies, navigate socio-emotional behaviors, and develop critical thinking skills. Theorists Piaget and Vygotsky recognized the correlation between play and cognitive development. Although they differed on the connections, both theories supported the value of play in the child's development. Children are curious by nature. They have a yearning to comprehend how things work. Early childhood institutions are designed to develop all domains. This can be achieved through interactive experiences in learning centers. Learning centers allow children to investigate, explore, examine, experiment, and discover. But what is a learning center? Scholastic defines a learning center as typically a designated area within the classroom that provides students with exciting and interesting experiences to practice, enrich, reteach, and enhance their learning. But how would you set up your learning center? Several factors must be considered in the planning of a learning center. Identifying the themes or areas to be taught and practiced, or what concepts are weak and need reinforcement. Classroom space is equally as important. The size of your center is determined by the size of your classroom. Smaller classrooms may require more storage, or teachers may have to rotate centers weekly. Centers should allow for fluid movement without disrupting others, and should be allocated based on the center need. Activities should be open-ended, hands-on, and self-directed. It is also important to consider the group size, how many children per station. Materials are equally as important. Adequate materials and appropriate storage will make your center enticing, making sure that you have child-sized furniture and furniture that's easily accessible. Let's have a look at the ideal floor plan. There are certain factors that should be represented in the ideal floor plan. 1, children are visible from all vantage points. This means that the teacher from her desk can see the entire classroom. 2, each center has a designated area with adequate storage. 3, teaching space has been allocated. If you look at the floor plan, you will see 3 desks in the center of the class which means that they do not have to move. It means that the teacher can operate or move through the class without disrupting the teaching space. 4, science and art centers are near the sink. This allows for filling of containers and washing up. 5, clear paths and easy access to each center. This means that children can move and operate within the center without disrupting others. And 6, each space allows for 3 to 4 students per center. Now, within the learning center, there must be learning center management strategies. Learning centers encourage children to be active learners. Therefore, the teacher's role is to assist students in the making discoveries and also to control behaviors without hindering that discovery. This can be done by establishing rules, outlining instructions in the beginning. While in the learning center, the teacher's role is also to observe, listen, and model the use of materials and behaviors. Teachers should also provide support and share knowledge and expertise, but not take over the discovery experience. The group should be organized in small numbers, and sessions can be timed to avoid boredom. Teachers can also rotate the learning centers to also avoid boredom. We'll now have a look at the Dramatic Play Center. Research indicates that play teaches concrete and abstract concepts, and as a result enhances development in social, emotional, cognitive, language, and physical domains. Through dramatic play, children are able to explore roles, participate in parallel play, and collaborate with others. Children use dramatic play to create stories and sequence events while communicating and developing language. Let's look at the materials for the Dramatic Play Center. Many scenarios can come out of the Dramatic Play Center. For example, children can dress up, and for this particular scenario, you need clothes, purses, wallets, handbags, and a full-length mirror so that they can observe how they look. Children can take on certain professions. Carpentry, you would need tool sets. You can operate in a play kitchen. For this, you would need dishes, utensils, play food, tea sets, a play sink, a play stove, and a fridge. Puppets are also used in the Dramatic Center. Children also get to try out being community helpers. They can be firemen, doctors, nurses, police, etc. They also get to play with dolls and action figures, use old laptops, old phones, and play with toy animals. The benefits of the Dramatic Center are outlined here. Let's have a look at the social and emotional benefits. Dramatic play can be used to recreate real-life situations. Through these reenactments, children learn coping mechanisms and cooperation and conflict skills. Let's look at the physical benefits. Children develop gross and fine motor skills as well as visual discrimination and hand and eye coordination. The cognitive skills are numerous. Dramatic play requires imagination, critical thinking, and problem solving. And language. Children ask and answer questions. They use vocabulary relevant to the scenarios being depicted. Therefore, language is developed. We will now have a look at the Music and Movement Center. Music encourages physical activity and allows children to be exposed to instruments. It also gives children the opportunity to experiment with songs. Music and movement promote self-expression and foster creativity through dance and the use of props. Let's examine the materials used for the Music and Movement Centers. Centers can include banjos, these are the instruments, banjos, bells, tambourines, cymbals, triangles, drums, and rhythm sticks. For props, children can use scarves, ribbons, and streamers while they dance. And they can also include an audio station, which would allow students to listen to CDs using headphones and a CD player. The benefits of the Music and Movement Center cover the same areas as the Dramatic Center. For the social and emotional aspect, group participation is fostered. Children get to nurture relationships, build self-esteem, and it helps with expression. The physical benefits include gross motor skills as well. Balance and coordination, rhythm is developed. Fine motor skills are also developed through finger plays and musical instruments. And the Music and Movement Center is a great way for students to use excess energy. The cognitive benefits include exploring cause and effect. If I do this, what happens? Will this happen? It helps to refine the listening skills, expands imagination, and it teaches children patterns. For language, children get to develop new words and concepts, and music really encourages communication. It is not listed here, but also music helps us develop our culture. Children get to learn about certain cultural rhythms. They get to learn about other cultural rhythms from other people from other cultures as well. To conclude, learning centers require more than setting up a designated area in your classroom. Learning centers in the early childhood classroom can be used to meet the varying needs and skill levels of students. As children learn by doing, learning centers create an opportunity for students to actively construct knowledge by interacting with their peers and the world around them. Learning centers are most effective when they are designed to connect with key skills, practice concepts, and constructed to allow free movement between centers. The benefits are numerous and cascade to all developmental domains. Students feel motivated to explore. Motor skills are strengthened, communication skills are developed, self-esteem is built, and satisfaction is gained by completing tasks. Therefore, effectively utilizing learning centers is beneficial to the development of students, as well as providing teachers with the opportunity to assess and evaluate. I want to thank you for listening to my presentation, and I will now entertain any questions.